Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. So I have another audio video. I'm also going to make a video on camera about this topic, but I have a little time before I pick up Tony from school. And for some reason, I really want to get this out. So you guys have been liking my audio videos. So I'm going to keep making them. And a lot of people like the audio videos because it doesn't obligate you to watch the screen. Like you don't feel that you have to, look at the screen so you can cook and clean and drive or whatever and just listen. But this is a topic that's been pulling on me. So they're not going to understand you. They're not going to understand your life. They're not going to understand how strategic you are. They're not going to understand how organized and structured you are. For example, let's just say, a person who's building their YouTube channel from the ground up, they've promised themselves that they're going to be consistent and upload a video every single day, right? So someone who doesn't understand that YouTube does take consistency and dedication. And I mean, this is anything in life, right? I'm just using YouTube. Someone calls you and say, hey, you want to come here or come ride with me here or whatever. Come help me do this or whatever. The distraction may be. And you say, well, no, I'm trying to edit my YouTube video. I'm really trying to, get focused and get this YouTube video up. So that's what I'm focused on this weekend. They're going to side eye you. They're going to say something that's going to belittle, water down what you're doing. Because they don't understand that YouTube actually takes time to build a successful channel. A lot of people don't understand like the analytics and all the stuff that comes behind uploading. You can't just upload a video, right? You have to put the hashtags. You have to, it's all types of stuff in YouTube Studio that you do after you upload a video. But they don't even realize that, right? So whatever you do, they're not going to understand that. But you cannot allow people's side eyes, side comments, distractions, lack of knowledge, lack of dedication and consistency in their own lives to pull you away from what you are trying to do and the visions and the desires that God has given you and what you should be doing during this time in your life. I'm an actor. Hey, if I have to sit down for a weekend or a few days to study something so that I can do my audition and submit it so it can be A1 to my liking, then so be it. You can't say, well, girl, you can do that at any time. Or, it don't take you that long to memorize your lines. You can do that in one day if you want. What? Obviously, I'm dedicated to this thing. I love this thing so much that I'm going to take my time so that I can submit a A1 top-notch video. I'm not going to spend all day with you and then only have 20-30 minutes left to submit my video. It don't make sense, does it? They're not going to understand it. When I tell you guys, I live a very organized, structured, strategic life. Like I'm not the girl who you can call and just say, hey, you want to do this right with me right now? No, because listen, my day is already planned in my head, right? Like I have, and I'm not the busiest person in the world. However, and I'm not going to lie. Hey, maybe you may catch me, at the last minute and I may go to a movie just because you want to go. My kids are big now. I don't need a babysitter. But typically, I'm just not the person who just drops everything just to go do what you want to do or, some last minute stuff, especially when it's caused by procrastination on someone else's end. Now I'm not, now it's expected for me to, on my end, to be an emergency. You can't expect anything to be an emergency on my end if it's something that you've procrastinated in. I am so proud of myself at the age of 39, how I have built boundaries with people because people will drain the life out of you. They will get all of your energy and then go on about their business with the energy that you provided them. Yeah. You have to build boundaries. I don't care if it's your garden. If you've dedicated time for your garden this weekend, if you've already told yourself, okay, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to get my yard together, then get your yard together. Don't get distracted because, oh, something just happened and someone needs you. I mean, and obviously I'm not talking about like your mom, your dad, your kids. I'm not talking about the people who you're obligated to, like your own children. I'm not talking about these people. I'm talking about just the random people and the random distractions and the people who you haven't talked to in 3 years, and all of a sudden they're calling you in an emergency. You know what I mean? Stop allowing that to happen. Stop allowing that to happen. They're not going to understand your passions, your dreams, your desires, your goals. They're not going to understand why you're so organized and structured. I live a very structured life. Listen to me. My kids know in the mornings, like, don't play games with me. You know what you need to do, okay? If you want me to cook you something, I will. Other than that, I mean, do what you need to do. You can get a muffin, a yogurt, you can get an apple, some orange, you can get some grapes, you can get something quick. I always have the quick stuff on hand, right? However, don't play games with me and ask me at the last minute to cook you some eggs or cook you because you know what time we leave the house. You know what time you should be at school. So your procrastination in the morning, you're not going to postpone my day because you procrastinated and you moved too slow and you're moving around like a snail in the morning and then ask me to do something at the last minute. And then that just knocks everything off. My own children know, like, you better get it together. Get it together, right? So I'm also, if I'm like that with my own children, imagine how I am with other people. And it's not being mean. It's not being selfish. It's not being any of that, because I'm like I'm like this because of me being full blown all access that I've given to people. I've given people full blown all access in my life. And I've allowed people to manipulate me, use me, gaslight me, drain my energy, all of that. So keep in mind, I haven't been like this all the time. I just learned how to really have my boundaries up, I would say, the last year or two. You know, so I used to be that girl, and I'm an actor. I used to allow other actors to sit up and ask me 50 questions back to back, and I would end up so drained. You know, so I was that person, but I can't allow myself to continue being this octopus, giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and being distracted in what I need to be doing and not quite focused on my own journey and what I need to be doing for myself. It's not happening anymore. But yeah, people will blow you off, especially, and people will also try to distract you on purpose. After you've already said, okay, I'm going to paint my daughter's room this weekend. I'm going to redecorate a few more areas in my home. They heard you say that, but they're still calling you all weekend with a bunch of mess. Or, can you run here with me real quick? It will, oh girl, it won't take long. You know, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, you gone for 4 or 5 hours with this person and you're supposed to be painting your daughter's room. You're supposed to be painting your daughter's room this weekend, right? So you got easily distracted. Like I said, most people actually distract you on purpose. No one wants to see you prosper. Believe it or not. If you think you have 5 friends, if they took a lie detector test about you prospering, if someone asks them, do you really want to see Chelsea prosper in life? Do you really have her best interests? Are you really rooting for her? I bet you 3 of those 5 friends will fail that lie detector test. No one wants to see you prosper or start to actually see, you know, these goals come to life. You know, they're rooting for you as long as you're just talking about it, right? As long as you just talking about it, right? But when people actually see you doing what you said you were gonna do, hoo-wee, either they'll try to leech on to you because they see something in the physical that they can benefit from now, or they'll stray away. And when they stray away, let them weed themselves on out. Don't worry about them. Don't chase them. None of that. Stop going out of your way trying to keep these connections. When I tell you at the age of 39, it is April the 18th, 2025. I feel so free from monitoring spirits, just users, leeches, manipulators, man, I couldn't begin to tell you guys some of these stories as to why I'm how I am now with my boundaries. We can be cordial. I'm not mean, but I've learned. God has opened my eyes that my discernment is sky high. Like I can see the bull from a mile away, right? I don't even answer my phone for certain people anymore, but yeah, stay focused, guys. Stay focused and expect people to not understand when you're serious about something, or you've dedicated your time to something. You're trying to achieve something. I don't care how small or big it is. It doesn't matter. Don't allow someone to say, oh girl, your daughter's room, you can paint that anytime. Come on over here with me. I need you to do this. Me, right? Because it's always going to be something that they can benefit from. Is why they're calling you. But I bet that they didn't offer their time to help you redecorate your house or paint your daughter's room, though, did they? Of course not. People will drain the life out of you. People will get what they need from you. And they'll be gone. I say this in every video. You give them a foot and they will take a mile. And they'll keep taking mile after mile after mile after mile. And one day God's going to open your eyes. Each time God is opening up your eyes a little bit wider and wider. God's opening up your eyes. Your discernment is rising higher and higher until it hits that rooftop. And you see all you need to see. They will not. Stop expecting people to understand your life just because your mom and all of your aunts are nurses. If you don't want to be a nurse, don't be a nurse. They need to understand that. If you want to live in the city in a loft, but all of your family's out in the country, it's okay for you to live in the city in a loft. Okay? All right? If they have a problem with it, send them to my channel. I'll tell them it's okay for you. Okay? Anyway, guys, this was just a quick little message that I wanted to get out. I have more on-camera videos to come. I have different videos, guys, in their own playlist. So I have all of my videos organized in their own separate playlist. I have my grocery hauls, my shopping hauls, all types of videos. So you guys can go check out the separate playlist. I have it all categorized and organized for you. In the meantime, if you're still listening, please subscribe. Bye-bye.